So I always use DK yarn. DK stands for double knit, and this means that all the wool is the same size. And then I tend to use the size 4 needles. I like bamboo and I like the short ones. They're good for doing little squares. So first thing we're going to do is we are going to cast on. So you find the end of your yarn and do a little knot, just like that. Put your needle in. Okay. So this is my very awkward way of casting on stitches. So what you do is put the needle in, you see in behind there. You get the long bit, you leave the little tail here, you keep the long bit in your right hand. It goes around the back between the 2 needles, and then you pop the needle, the right needle, through the hole and then pop it right back on. And now we have 2 stitches. So let's do that again. We go in here, around the back between the 2, through the little hole and pop it back on. So in, around, through and pop. In, around, through and pop. In, around, through and pop. So there we go. We have 5 little stitches. There. Very easy. Okay, so now we'll just say we're at the end of our project. I'm going to show you how to cast off now. So it's very simple. We just do a knit stitch, which is the same as casting on, but instead of popping through, we pop it onto the other needle, and we do that 2 times. Then we hook this little this stitch here, slip it over the other one, and now we're left with 1. And now we knit 1 more, and now we pop over, and we're left with 1 again. So we just repeat this the whole way through. Pop it over, another one, pop it over, another one, and then eventually we'll be left with 1 stitch. We're almost there now. And at that point, when we're left with just 1, it's very easy. We break our yarn, either cut it, or most yarn you can just break like that. I then to make this really big, so there's no danger of it slipping, and you just pop the end of the tail through the loop and tighten it off. And that's it. Now we've cast on and bound off.